everybody. I hope everyone had a happy I said Thanksgiving. I mean, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm glad to finally be back. Kids have had, as you guys, I'm sure, parents, you guys know, they've had their winter break. So I've been really just busy just trying to have fun with them, right? Building gingerbread houses and doing a bunch of activities. And I'm very proud. What the heck is going on? Why can't I find? I'm very proud of myself, and I want to make this very clear. I'm very proud of a lot of people out there, and I want to start now. First, we are going to be doing the giveaway announcement today. I'm going to be doing the will as well. I have the will right here. Okay, we will be doing the will for everybody that has taken the time to comment on my videos. Hustler taught me. I want to make sure my audio is good though. If you guys could do me a favor and just let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. I'm about to check right now. But I'm very hyped and just grateful for me being able to just put presents under my kids' tree, and I hope that you guys are as well. Everybody that was able to put anything under a tree, give anybody that smile, surprise them, make them feel good, make them feel loved, and also, of course, celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I love holidays. Christmas just happens to be my favorite one because I love spending quality time with my family whenever I can. And I know that spill was kind of unnecessary to some, but I wanted to make sure. Celebrate our Lord and Savior. All right, cool. I just wanted to make that clear, right? I'm very hyped over holidays like Christmas and stuff. So with that being said, I've also went through some stuff, okay? I went some stuff. Like, when I say I went through some stuff, I went through some stuff, okay? Whether it comes from me shipping. So a lot of my packages have got stolen. And I've had to resend packages out to people that are ordering from me personally. I've had some people scamming me this month. This month has been a little hectic, okay? The dreaded, oh my God, I didn't get the package. That has happened a few times now. And then I'm very transparent with you guys about business because, again, you guys are working on your businesses. I'm working on my business still too. And I will tell y'all that it has been pretty difficult at times to maintain a successful business, especially during December. Look to your right side with your eye real quick. Okay. Anyway, so it's very interesting, guys, for us to be able to make it through months like this, because you're going to have a bunch of people out here, especially nowadays, trying to get to the bread, and some people don't actually want to spend the money, so they try to scam you, and that happened to me a few times. But nevertheless, we made it through. Now, on top of that, I had relationship issues just with people. All right, I had some friends I had to cut off. I had some acquaintances I had to stop talking to. I had some friends I had to actually, how can you create resolutions with. I've had some very difficult conversations with people, and I'm sharing all of this with you guys because I think a lot of content creators, they hop into shit trying to make it sound like they have all their shit together, or they hop into things and try to start selling things and start trying to paint pictures, trying to make things sound like everything is good. Fuck that. Shit has been fucked up this month. I ain't finna lie to you, right? But we getting through it. Now, the giveaway. Now, if you don't know, on my YouTube, not my Instagram, but on my YouTube and my Instagram, I've been promoting leave a comment on any of my videos during this month, and you will be entered into the product box giveaway. Now, if you don't know what a product box is, a product box is something that I sell. It's like my staple product. Like, you know how Chick-fil-A got the chicken sandwich? Well, I got the product box, and what that basically is 30 products. Now, they're randomized products that I give to resellers for them to be able to resell on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Amazon, OfferUp without any copyright violations. It's like a starter pack for resellers. I'm giving away one for free, and I do this every month, and this month is going to be my biggest because I'm going to give away some boxes or give away a box of this magnitude, but it's going to have the majority of clones as far as headphones in there. I'm going to be packing it up, and I'm going to do it on camera. I'm going to put it as a separate video for the winner. What's going to happen is I'm actually going to spin this wheel. Now, TikTok, you can't see this because you're not on YouTube. TikTok has banned me because I'll be talking about a lot of money, and they don't like that, I guess, on their platform, so they banned me from going live and sharing my screen. So go over to Educated Hustle on YouTube. But for all my people that can see the screen, we're going to actually be clicking this, and we're going to see who wins. Now, I want to make this very clear. I've said this on multiple videos that I will be going live the week of the 20th, and also you can comment as many times as you want throughout the videos, and it will hold more weight, okay? Now, we have some names, and these are names of people that have commented, turned the bell on, subscribed, of course, okay? Now, this is something where I take a hit. I'm not gonna lie, because 30 products ain't something inexpensive for me. I'm not giving you guys some cheap stuff. And to be honest, it's literally, I don't really need to show you guys, but we're talking about things like this. Vehicle backup cameras. We're talking about a bunch of stuff. We're talking about cables. We're talking about cases. We're talking about these RGB cables, which are really, really good sellers. We're talking about, of course, the clones. We're talking about these. We're talking about a bunch of stuff, right? Like things that you can actually sell, okay? These are going to be the things that I'm going to be putting in this box. If you want to participate in these type of giveaways, all you have to do is literally, when I post a video, just comment. That's all you got to do. Comment. It helps me out. And you can comment anything. You can be like, yo, B, what's up? Great video. Yo, I don't like the video, whatever you want. Speaking of comments, we are going to be responding to a series of comments that someone I already work with. One of my students, he put some interesting comments about my drop shipping takes this week or last week. If you don't know, I've been exposing a bunch of scams when it comes to drop shipping on my videos, and he has an interesting perspective. My last live, I was responding to a video, and he didn't like my perspective, I don't think. And we're gonna respond to that actually on video. But I'm going to spin this. Now, the person that I pick, I'm going to reach out, but you gotta reach back. And if you don't reach back, then what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to go to somebody else, okay? But I'd rather the person that actually wins live to actually reach back to me. So I'm gonna put this as a separate video as well on my channels, I guess, and hopefully the person sees it, right? But anyway, all right, cool. So I'm trying to think if we should do this now or should I cover my first topic. I think I'm gonna cover my first topic before we spin the wheel because I want to make sure that if the person, because I did say you gotta turn your bell on and you gotta make sure you tune in to the live, man. I don't go live that often now for you not to be watching, all right? But my first topic that I want to talk about is going to be a touchy one, okay? Now, if anybody knows me, they know I don't bite my tongue. Now, I'm very, very real, okay? And sometimes it turns people off because I don't hold anything back. I treat you guys like y'all my siblings, right? Sometimes me and my brother get into it. Sometimes my brother don't agree with me. Sometimes I tell my brother, yo, go back in the bathroom and brush your teeth because your breath stink. Sometimes I gotta tell my brother, yo, you're making a bad financial decision based upon how I did it. I felt at this, and this. You probably should rethink it. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to or you better, but I would advise you to. Same thing with you guys. Now, I made a video last week, and it was about AutoDS, and it was about Shopify and how people fake their numbers and how if you want to drop ship, you should drop ship manually instead of drop shipping using another platform like AutoDS. Instead of you using a subscription-based platform that charges you $29 just for you to import products from sellers like me, instead of you just going and looking on Walmart and buying the product yourself and then shipping it to the customer as a gift and then going to recoup your funds on the back end. This person didn't like anything I was saying. Now, I don't want to go too much in depth about the AutoDS because you got to watch the video, right? I need all the views I can get now, okay? But I will say this. This person, he came for me. And I did respond, but I'd rather respond via video as well because it's a lot of points that he made that I agree with, but I think that they need context, okay? So, this person commented this, and this is what started my whole rant last week about dropshipping as a scam, okay? So, this guy was telling me, basically, after this AutoDS video I said, he said, why are you using Shopify? My understanding is that AutoDS, you can build a dropshipping store with just eBay and AutoDS via Walmart and not have to deal with Shopify and their billing nonsense. Or am I off base? There has to be someone besides crappy Shopify. And I agree. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is basically dropshipping is when you're the middleman. You have a supplier, which is supposed to be a warehouse. Usually it's a warehouse in China that makes the products and got people slaving away. So they actually get it for mad cheap. They then sell it to somebody overseas, which is your customer. You only got to put the order in. They ship it to the customer instead of shipping it to you. You don't have to use your bread. You use the customer's bread. And everything is good, right? The problem with it is that that's not how business is, right? A lot of people don't understand, you know, with business, you're only going to see success. And I had to learn this the hard way. You're only going to see success when you actually got skin in the game. Now, sometimes you may feel like you're experiencing success basically because you're making some money. But what I've learned is easy money don't ever last, okay? And that's very important, okay? Now, all right, cool. So, I got a few comments that he made that I kind of want to just hone in on, okay? I don't want to show his name or his profile picture too much now because this is not an aim at him, but I'm about to get real. I ain't gonna lie. So, basically, I responded to him by saying, bro, you can do it either way. You could do it with a shitty-ass subscription-based company taking your money and telling you that, hey, these are the products you gotta drop ship with, because if you drop ship with them, you're gonna automatically get sales, but the products are inflated in price and you can literally find the competition just by typing in your product name that you have on your website and see that you're like the highest price seller because you're just literally you're literally just marking up your product and it's pointless. And I'll show you guys in a little bit, but he's saying doing it manually is beyond ridiculous. And price changes screw up margins before you can make a sale. So via your logic, drop shipping from Walmart to eBay is not workable at all. Let's simply state this definitely then and move forward. Saying it only works the slow way is silly, and you're never going to get a receipt. Like, I'm not mad, but don't claim only the slow manual way somehow works, but no other way does. I want to make this very clear. There ain't no reason for me to claim that any way is going to work because I'm not a drop shipper. If anything, I come on this platform and I tell you guys, hey, make sure that you are selling physical products, right? Well, this person did not like my take because I feel he felt maybe I wanted to be right. Maybe that I'm getting something out of being right. And I understand, right? But let's break this down. If you're somebody out here that agrees with this type of logic or just this opinion, you have every right to be objective. Doing a manual drop shipping method looks like this. And we'll break this down because I don't want it to get I don't want to get too cloudy in this, right? So doing a manual drop shipping method will be something simple but also time consuming, which is very annoying that this person is trying to make it seem as if I'm saying that you could just snap your fingers and it will just get done. That's not what I'm saying, right? So drop shipping manually without using AutoDS or any of these platforms could be very time consuming. Why? Because what happens is you got to go here and let's just say me and you, we want to start a Christmas tree business for December. So what we would do is we would go to Walmart.com, which I already pulled up, matter of fact, and then we'll go to eBay, let's say. We're like, all right, we want to sell Christmas trees on eBay. All right, bet. So we want to sell Christmas trees on eBay. We can literally type in eBay Christmas trees. And see, when you type in on eBay any type of product, it's going to pull up something, right? Now, depending on the search term, the tags, and also the SEO, which is the search engine optimization, you're going to see a bunch of different listings. I go down to sold items. Now, when I go down to sold items, it gives me a bunch of items that have sold recently. Now, Christmas is past, so of course, we're going to see less of current dates, I'll say. There are going to be earlier dates, right? Let's take this tree. Now, I haven't done this before this video, to be completely honest. I just fired the PC up when I got to the crib. This ain't no scripted okay? Now, 7-foot pre-lit artificial Christmas tree with 300 color changing LED lights, 8 modes, I guess, right? $217.99. Now, I'm showing you guys the manual way that this person is going to be talking about, saying that this way is the way I'm preaching to everyone. You gotta do it this way. If you don't do it this way, it ain't right. And I'm just shitting on AutoDS and all these other fake ass drop shipping subscriptions because I'm just a hater, right? Yes, let's make this clear. I am 100% a hater on all of these subscription based companies because I wish I thought of it first. I wish I thought of a way to sit there and get a YouTuber to be an affiliate, create an affiliate link for them so they can create videos saying, hey guys, top 10 products to sell in January, and never have sold any of the goddamn products that this month is talking about selling or telling you or advising you to sell. I wish, yes, I thought of a way to have resellers like me, wholesalers, people that have resellers permits, business licenses, of course, EINs and LLCs, to literally not even need to provide any of that information. All you gotta do is be a person that has a product and just go on my little subscription-based platform and say, hey, I wanna sell to people, and we'll just hike up your damn products. Then we'll sell it to somebody that wants to make money but doesn't have the startup capital. Ironic, but we'll go ahead and we'll just say, hey, all of these affiliate links and all of these YouTubers can create fake ass numbers using Shopify. And now we're funneling people that are already broke, making them broker because we're literally selling them a dream. You have mad people, if you type in dropshipping right now on YouTube, talking about, hey guys, you can make $586 an hour dropshipping. That's fucking cat. That's cat. You hear me? That's cat. So when I come on this platform and when I try to tell you guys a legitimate way to do it, and again, this is not against him because this is actually a student of mine, but again, this is how I am. I gotta keep it 100. Having someone try to say, hey, Brandon, the way you taught us doesn't work, but the way they have it, you can't say doesn't work because it does. It the fuck doesn't. Because if this company, AutoDS, is selling you, let's say we got this Vaseline bottle, right? This costs, let's say $2, okay? I'm telling you to get it from Walmart for $2, okay? And then go on eBay, look at what it's selling for. Oh, it's selling for $5 on eBay. So you go sell it for $5 on eBay, whatever customers you get and acquire, let's say, you're gonna go to Walmart, buy the Vaseline bottle, ship it to their crib. That's what I'm saying. AutoDS and all these other platforms are trying to tell you, well, we know this is $2, but on our site, you have to buy it for $4.25, and then you go ahead and sell it for $6.50 on eBay, and you're paying us $29 a month. We're just going to make sure that we give you all of the pictures and the titles and descriptions, and that's what the service is used for. It makes it so easy for you, right? Don't try to say that The way that I'm trying to teach people, which is the organic, legitimate way where you don't need to use anybody, is incorrect because you're having a hard time. Because you don't want to take the time out to email, problem solve, figure out how to get a receipt, which the receipt it's really irrelevant. It's really the tracking that you need. You don't want a receipt. That's why you hit gift when you do drop ship off of Walmart. But I digress. My point of it is, I get upset when there's so many people out there that are so used to being spoon-fed lies. And when somebody tells them the hard way to get it done, they're like, oh, that way is too hard and slow. I would never do it that way. I'm just going to pay $29 a month and be an idiot. Not saying this guy's an idiot or the person or people that think this way are idiots. What I'm saying is, just because you see somebody do something online doesn't mean it's real, doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it works. All of these people are fucking liars. They just need your view. Okay, I'm being honest. Okay, so this is the way. So you see how it says $217.99, right? So what you do is you go here, you just paste that, put it here. You'll then see it here, prime example, right? Now, I'm not sure if this is the exact one, but let's see. Okay, cool. 7-foot volley, pre-lit green, da-da-da-da. Cool, right? $74.50. Look at this right here. $217.99. So you're going to go, you're going to copy this title, you're going to copy the description, you're going to copy the pictures, you're going to put it on eBay. What you're going to do after that is you're going to let it sit. Hopefully people buy. Now we're talking about if this was before Christmas, okay? I'm giving you guys an example. So what happens is once they buy it from eBay, then you got to go back here. You got to create a Walmart Plus account because that's how you get the free shipping. You're going to ship this tree to them. You're going to make sure you say it's a gift and you want a gift receipt so that the receipt doesn't get to the customer. And then where the gray area is they don't provide tracking right away. So you got to make sure on eBay, your handling time is longer than 3 days. Make it like 5 days. Now that's my way. This person was saying, oh my God, the price has changed so much, so it's hard. Okay. Hold on. There's a reason I'm quiet. Just hold on. I just want to see something. I don't see no trees here. You want to know why? Because ain't nobody drop shipping trees on here because of the price. But hold on. You say price changes change too much when you're doing it manually. But the problem is the opposite here. The prices don't change here. Instead, what they do is they'll give you a price. They said $15 or something. This is how much it's going to cost us, right? When I go right here and I go, let's just say back to Google, and then I type it in here, because remember, AutoDS is telling me they're going to sell this to us, the resellers, for $15.79. When I click on here, it's saying that Walmart has it for $5.78. Hold on. I'd rather price changes than inflated prices that don't even make fucking sense. Hold on now. Let's get back to the Christmas tree. So that's how it works, right? Now, the problem is, yes, there are price changes, especially in Walmart. Prime example, look at this cheap ass tree right now. Well, it's only cheap because Christmas passed. They already overstocked probably, and they're trying to liquidate. Makes sense. That's the reason I always tell you guys to make sure if you are drop shipping, you only drop ship during seasons. You do not drop ship on a regular basis. And then when you do it this way, you start realizing, oh, it's because nobody is going to order seasonal products and then have them sitting until the next season. So I have to drop ship to make sure that I can liquidate the inventory someone else got instead of me doing it, right? But okay, all right. Let's go back to the ground basis on what the hell I'm talking about. So, okay, I'm gonna go to another comment that he made. This is the last one I'm gonna address. comment wise, because I don't, again, that's not about shitting on him or you know, being mean or anything. It's literally me making the honest point and showing you guys how some of us think, because all of us think like this sometimes. Like, we are so objective to what we're used to, and also when things don't work, we start downing the things because it doesn't work, not realizing it's not the thing, it's actually us. But hold on. So then I said to him exactly what I just said to you guys. Like, dude, you're not going to be able to get everything quick and easy. And if you do pay $29 for an extension to drop ship, and then the extension is charging your ass up and also not giving you no exclusive rights to products, instead it's just giving you regular products anybody can look up on Google and find for a cheaper rate on fucking Temu, then like, what? I'd rather get it from a trusted supplier such as Walmart. Oh, well, they don't give you a receipt. Who cares? Oh, well, the tracking is slow. Who cares? Oh, the price has changed. Who cares? These are all things that you're going to have to deal with. Check it every single day. Change the price every single day. Why? Because you're the one that chose to drop ship, not me. I don't believe in just drop shipping. I believe in drop shipping items during seasonal events. Hold on. So he asked me, and this is what he says in response to what I just told you guys. Basically, he says, the effort and time doesn't pencil out with reward levels. What reward, and I'm going to ask you guys this very clearly. What reward does somebody that chooses to drop ship deserve? I want you to think about what the hell I'm saying. If somebody is choosing to drop ship, okay, stay with me. If somebody is choosing to actually use someone else's product, someone else's money, take no risk, what reward are they actually deserving of? What reward? If you don't put no asset or no money into any transaction, shouldn't you just take whatever you can get? Shouldn't you just take the scraps? Let's talk business. Me and you, we talking business right now. If I own a store and then Johnny, who is another partner, owns or has the account with all the bread, and you're just the person that brings yourself, your presence, shouldn't you work in the store? Shouldn't you have to put in those hours to work and maybe curate the company and help build the environment, the culture? Shouldn't you have to put in some work? Because I'm already putting in the work with the place, the store. The other person, he already funding it. You got to put in some work, right? So you are going to put in your time. The problem is a lot of people get scammed. A lot of people fall victim to this fucking, and I don't want anybody to fall victim next year with this bullshit as, hey, I'm going to make money without putting anything into it. Shit, I don't. Because you're not going to make no money if you don't actually put something into it. You're not. So hold on. He says, bro, the effort and time doesn't pencil out with reward levels. There is no reward if you don't put in the work. I had this happen to me. I drop ship, got little rewards. I've also had partners, friends, best friends that I actually put in my stores. They didn't pay a dime. They didn't put no money in the inventory. Didn't put no money in the rent. And you want to know something? I paid them every single week, but they had no skin in the game, bro. They had no skin in the game. And you want to know something? Every single time they were unappreciative. It never worked out because they were lazy. They never cared about the business as much as I did because they didn't put nothing into it. And it's the same thing with drop shipping. You're never going to be a successful drop shipper, and this is what they don't tell you. You're never going to be a successful drop shipper if you're broke. Because people always need a sense of fear to get their asses up and work. I'm going to say it again, bro. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say what people don't say. How to make money online. How to make money spending $0. How to make money fast, working at home, the lazy way to make money. All these are terms on YouTube that gets people views, but misdirects people, puts people in the wrong places because people don't care about you. They care about your view. I'm looking at you guys dead ass in the fucking, I'm looking at you. But see, right now you're watching somebody that actually cares. Because see, just like you, I'm probably sick. Well, no, I am sick of being in the same position that I feel like I deserve to be better or put in a better position, right? Because of The decisions I made. I've made a lot of decisions this year, y'all, that were beneficial in the back end, and I didn't put nothing really into it, and I received the bare minimum. I received the bare minimum. I'll give you guys a really good example. I got some smartwatches from a supplier. I say, yo, bro, give me these smartwatches. He gave me these smartwatches for a crazy discount. Them smartwatches fucking suck. They suck. They are horrible. But I got them for a mad crazy discount. They're still sitting in my warehouse. They didn't move. I had to pay a lot of money for shipping, but I did get the discount on them. Am I mad? Freak yeah. Did it push me back? Absolutely. I just met with my accountant. That shit took me back. We're talking like 5 figures. Pushed me back, bro. I got bills to pay. I got medical bills to pay because my lip that I split a couple of weeks ago. I got things I got to pay, and that is haunting my ass because I put money into something because I was being cheap. Here's the thing. The effort and time doesn't pencil out without reward level shit is the way we all think. We all think that way with different stuff. That's my point. Not just drop shipping. But the point is, don't complain about the reward level if you're not willing to put in the effort or the time. How does that make sense? If you're only giving bare minimum, you're going to get bare minimum rewards. If you watch YouTube talking about, all right, I want to make some money. Okay, I want to make some money today. I'm going to make money. Let me look up how I can do this. Bro, if you're doing that shit, but ain't nothing they saying actually requiring you to put anything in there, but just sitting on the computer, you're going to be broke. That's why what I post and what I preach is physical products, because this is what actually changed my life. This is what actually made me actually make money. Not sitting there talking about some, okay, the best products are selling January. All right, I gotta sell this pencil sharpener. I gotta sell this teddy bear. I gotta sell this. But the person that's telling you it never showed you if they sold it. I can create a software right now, pay somebody to create an app that will lie to you and say, okay, this is projected to get this many sales. It's money and I need it now. Tell them. Funny as hell. But yeah, it's like everybody lies, y'all. So you got to start inspecting what you expect. That's the best advice somebody told me. And it was a really big positioned individual in Verizon. Okay. And they oversaw Verizon Wireless, Verizon Fios. And I remember I was about 22 years old, went to Harrisburg. That was where that's where their main office was at the time. And I remember walking in. I brought them lunch because I was trying to close a Verizon Fios deal for my store. And I brought this lady lunch. And very, 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 very intelligent lady. And she was talking to me. And like, one thing I took from that conversation me and her had was you have to inspect what you expect. So you got to start looking into shit before you actually doing it. And do that shit make sense, bruh? Do that shit make sense? Anyway, in layman terms, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. You not having to pay for the product. I want to get this shit clear. No, I want to get this shit clear. You not having to pay for the product. You not having to source or have any inventory of this product isn't worth you actually being able to make $1. That's interesting. I'm being real with y'all. So if you drop ship this Vaseline bottle and you made $1 from it, that's not worth the squeeze, huh? What work did you put in? What work did you put in, bruh? Anyway, not just on effort and time, but the fact that those items you attempt to drop ship have the pricing changes too frequently, especially seasonal products, obviously. So seasonal products are going to have product spikes and decreases. One, we have a horrible economy. Now, I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not against Trump. I'm not none of that. Okay. Now, I have my own political views. I'm very intelligent when it comes to that because I have to deal with it with business. But I will say this. We have a horrible economy as far as in my field. It's fucking horrible. Okay. It's fucking horrible. Tariffs, fucking horrible. Taxes, fucking horrible. Okay. Horrible. So I understand the the frustration with the price changes. And that's why a lot of these drop shipping extensions, such as AutoDS, give you inflated prices to buy these products to make up for the potential of these product spikes. The difference is if you do it manually, you have to make up the difference for the product spikes yourself. But that's too much work. I get it. I get it. That's why people get scammed. And that's why I say drop shipping is a scam, because drop shipping isn't for lazy people. Not saying this person is lazy, but I'm saying drop shipping isn't for people that don't want to put in any work, even though it seems like it is. You would think drop shipping is for somebody that doesn't want to actually do anything. But drop shipping actually is for somebody that wants to manipulate the system to work for them and hold and store products for them without them having to actually do. Okay. The fact that those items you attempt, I've seen this where I list something in the span of 24 hours, the price point changes and it kills the margins. Who cares? Because what he didn't talk about was, does his product sell within those 24 hours? What he didn't say was, did the product sell within those 24 hours? If the product went up, you put your price up. The product went down, you put your product down. But what it is you think that since you're manually drop shipping from Target or Walmart, you shouldn't have to touch that price point. That's crazy. You should be like, oh, shoot, this is what the big box stores do? You should be like, oh, so Walmart changes their prices every 48 hours? Okay, maybe that's something I need to start doing. Maybe I need to start actually changing my prices frequently. But see, people don't start thinking that way. Why? Well, because not everybody is in the frame or mindset of getting out of the victim mentality and getting into the resolution mentality. And, you know, again, not necessarily talking about this person, but I am talking about the way that we think. Sometimes instead of thinking of the solution, we worry about it and try to create a whole bunch of bullshit in our heads that don't actually make sense. So what I'm going to do is, because again, I feel like there may be people that are watching me right now that don't even know how much drop shipping is a scam, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and recap, okay? I'm going to literally, I just powered my PC, got on live, okay? So I'm going to go to Shopify.com. I don't have a Shopify, okay? Let me actually move this camera so y'all don't see my passwords and all of that. But I don't really have a Shopify store. All right, it just logged me in. But look how much money I made. We rich! Send your cash out right now, send you $1,000, man. They said I got 46K on the way, man. Send me your cash app right now. You, send me your cash app right now. I send you 1,000 from this 46, man. Oh, I can't. You wanna know why? Because it doesn't exist. Now, Shopify is a platform that I don't support. And Shopify, if you're seeing this, don't ever send me a sponsorship. Don't ever ask me to become an affiliate. You have in the past. I've declined it heavily. Don't ask me to promote anything with you. I do not like you. I don't care about burning a business connection. I don't care about how much money you can give me. I don't care. Let's not ever get this twisted. My integrity rules over any type of money. I don't concede to becoming a YouTuber. I am a businessman, and I will go out as a businessman, because YouTube is just a platform, just like Shopify is, right? Okay, so just to make this clear, guys, I made 46K with 5 orders, 18 sessions, 0 conversion rate, because I manipulated the numbers. All I did is I went to orders, I created custom orders, and when I created these custom orders, I made inflated things. You can create orders and say you sold products that you really didn't sell. People do this all the time. Then they go on videos and then they say, oh, okay, if I fix the numbers, I can do an AutoDS video. I can funnel people onto my AutoDS affiliate link, because AutoDS has an affiliate program. You don't believe me? Okay, AutoDS affiliate program, right? So I can go and literally, as a YouTuber, put this in my description. I can have people just go ahead and click. I can make some bread on them just clicking and joining. I can feed them lies, manipulate my community, because I don't really give a fuck about them. All I care about is them buying a mentorship, and all I care about them is just using my affiliate links, whether it's from DHgate, whether it's from AutoDS, or even Shopify, because yes, Shopify, of course, just like every company almost, has an affiliate link. Shopify, yes, Shopify, you scamming bastards. You have an affiliate program too. All right, so let's make this very clear. When it comes to AutoDS, I, as a YouTuber, could create videos and get 100K views saying that I made $43K in 2 minutes drop shipping, and I can put in my description, hey guys, click the link, go ahead and make millions of dollars like me and be rich, when I know for a fact it's a fucking lie. And then I can go to Shopify. This is what y'all don't know. I'm keeping it 100. I can go to Shopify. What is that shit called, man? Shopify Business Funding. You want to know how your favorite YouTuber is riding around in a Mercedes, right? Let me put you on game, man. Because y'all got to remember, I have friends that actually make millions of dollars, and they literally, some of them, have connections to people that do this, fast funding. So what they do is Shopify will fund some of your favorite YouTubers and give them some bread. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You don't believe me? All right. So what happens is no vision is too bold, right? So what they do, no credit checks, no impact to your personal credit score. Get offers customized for your business. Pay only on days you sell and less when sales are slow. They pay you for selling on your website. They're funneling you to their websites. Act like you're a drop shipper. Get affiliate links with Shopify, AutoDS. Put them in your description. Go to Shopify. Create a fake ass video saying you made 20K in a week. Sell that dream to your consumers, to your viewers, and people that have just become a part of your audience. After you do that, they click the link in the bio. Shopify, they go ahead and get it for $1. You get paid every 3 months from them paying every single month. Next, with the AutoDS, you join the affiliate program too. With that affiliate program, you get a percentage as well for, I think, the 3 to 5 month range. After that, you're getting income from 2 places selling a dream that you've never, ever actually really done. Next, you're then going to go to Shopify and say, hey, Shopify, I'm making this money now from these people buying this goal or dream or this vision. Go ahead and fund my business. Shopify then says, okay, I'll give you 100K. Just pay me back when you get those sales plus interest. Now what they do, they take the 100K, they go and get them a nice little car on lease. Then they go ahead and go and pay for some promotion. They go pay an editor. They go make their YouTube look better. Then after that, with the Shopify money, they're funneling y'all in. And when they funnel y'all in, they pay the bread back. Plus they're making revenue on the side. Then they start going and doing it even more. Now they got 200K, 300K, all from fake ass funding, from fake ass scams, from fake ass videos, from fake ass numbers with affiliates from fake ass companies. Facts. 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 Everything I'm saying is facts. Everything I'm saying is facts that no YouTuber is saying. Why? Why is no YouTuber telling you guys about this? Why is no YouTuber actually telling you about this? Because it's not about you making money. It's not about you making money. It's about selling people dreams. You do not make money selling services to people that don't have it. I have a successful friend. My friend owns a successful ass business. Now, way more successful than me. And the reason I say it is because it's a service-based business. Now, I don't have a service-based, I don't have a service-based business. I have a product-based business. So when people buy from me, I still have to account for profit margin. This person has a business where he's a contractor. So he can charge people up based on demand. And also he can just do the work himself. He can get more bread, right? So he has a really successful business. So what I did was I said, yo, bro, I want to start something with you. What if we create this contracting school? I'll go half with you. We'll get a building. We'll start teaching people how to contract, We're sitting down at dinner that I'm paying for. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a great investment, blah, blah. I'm talking to him. I'm telling you guys how business works, okay? So he's sitting there. He listening. Oh, okay, cool. He stops me. He says, B. I'm like, yeah. He like, I'm gonna be honest, bro, I don't wanna do it. I just spent all this money and time talking to you. Why don't you wanna do it? B, I said, yeah, bro. The things that I learned from a mentor. I said, okay. I would never give this information to people. It's going to take a lot of money for me to give this information to these people. And I'd rather just hold on to it, give it to my kids, and build that way. Dead in my face. That's what he said to me. And I said, well, why not like put it online? Well, B, I said, yeah. He said, if I teach one person, they can take all that information and teach somebody for less, right? I said, yeah, that's why. Because see, the moment I give out information is the moment my information becomes worth less. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying, yo. Y'all not really listening to the game that I'm spitting, bro. He said, the moment I give out the information is the moment the information becomes worth less. So let me ask y'all something. All those motherfuckers that y'all watching that's telling you how to make money, right? How much money you make from those mentorships? How much money you actually make from those people, right? How many times has your mentor made it and put you in a position so you don't need them? Let me put y'all on game, bro, because I don't want y'all to get out this year thinking, oh my God, I'm going to go ahead and start a business next year and I'm going to do it by looking on YouTube, right? I don't want y'all to do that, right? Because I want to keep this 100, right? So people will never, ever, 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 ever teach you how to be better than them. Facts. Facts. Never. There's not going to be one person other than your dad or your mom that's going to want to see you succeed better than them. Facts. It's facts. Facts. Not one person. So, what you got to start realizing when you absorb information from people like me, it's crazy because I'm so thorough, and Philly thorough means so real, right? I'm so thorough that I will talk shit about myself. I will talk shit about the way and positions that I create content, right? When somebody creates content like myself, you have to realize that the information is used to build foundation. And when that foundation is being built, you have to understand how to extract it and put it into your own way or understanding. Always faded. What's up, man? It was good. It was good. How about you? You have to understand how to extract that information and put it into your life. I've saw so many students fail because they thought they could be me. Can't nobody be me. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. Can't nobody be me. I'm a regular person grinding every single day, waking my ass off, dealing with family issues, personal problems, depression, regular money issues, the same shit we all deal with. See, the problem is you guys are getting hyped up, and the people that are getting funding and trying to get you to buy things because of the dream they sell online. I done met Instagram models that look good as hell, but live in a trap. I done met people that got Ferraris that go back to cribs with no fucking TV stands. I done met people that have a bunch of money but no bed frame. I done met people that got bread but nowhere to spend it. I done met rich people with no family. I done met people that don't have no money but rich as hell. I met people that don't have any time but a lot of money, and people that don't got no time and no money. I done met so many different types of people because I am always seeking information. Don't ever sell yourself short and think someone wants you to succeed better than them. Don't ever sell yourself short and think that just because somebody tells you you can drop ship or tells you you can sell phones or tells you you can flip phones that you can actually fucking do it the way they're doing it. You can't do it the way they're doing it because you might have a fear of failing and you don't want to go out and speak to people, or maybe you don't want to negotiate, or maybe you don't know how to. You have to figure out how to extract the information from people like me that give it out online for free and put it into your own type of position where it positively affects you or impacts you. How can you make this make you better? Not how can you fucking go ahead and buy my course that will tell you the same regurgitated fucking information that was last fucking year. I don't know. I'll be spitting facts. I'll be really dead ass telling the truth, but people don't understand the truth because people just want to see drama online, and people just want to feel, they want to feel like they're almost there. Y'all not almost there if you're not almost there. That's just what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. If you don't got no money, how the fuck you online looking at how to get money? You don't got shit to put into it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get a job first, get some startup bread. Once you get the startup bread, learn how to flip that motherfucker. Flip a half of your check, not all of it. And even if you don't got no bread, take care of the people around you before you take care of yourself and your, well, no, not before you take care of yourself like that, but before you take care of yourself as far as business-wise. Take care of yourself before anything. But if I got $600, I'm going to go ahead and make sure anybody I borrowed money from, I give you a little something. It might not be everything back, but I give you a little something. Why? Because I know I'm going to fall flat on my ass one day and I'm going to need to, hey, yo, listen, I know, you know what I mean? Listen, I did this little business venture and that shit failed, you know what I mean? I know I borrowed $200 that last time. Can I borrow another? You know, I paid it back. It may have not been right away, but I paid it. Like, be thorough, bro. I'm telling y'all how to be in some way, some type of form and fashion, realistic with the approach so you can actually get out of the hole that you may feel like you're in. You think that Christmas is a good month for me? It's not. I spend most of my time, October and November, worrying about other people getting gifts. People I don't even know, customers. So much that I don't even have time to worry about my own children getting gifts. You think that I'm fucking gonna lie to y'all? You know how hard it is to run a motherfucking business? You know how hard it is to get your ass up every day when you feel like a failure and still get on camera? Because see, a failure to some is different than it is to you sometimes, right? But don't ever get this shit fucked up. We all are fucked up. I just want to get it. I just want to be real with y'all, bro. I just do, because us going into this next year, bro, I refuse to sit there and keep watching motherfuckers. And let's make this clear. It's always going to happen. It's always going to happen, right? You're always going to have people like, oh my God, I'm going to be rich. Man, most of y'all not going to get rich. And it ain't because you can't. It's because you're getting in your own way. You know how much fucking sacrifice it takes to get rich? We talking about getting rich. We're not talking about being wealthy. You think, oh my God, I make 6 figures. Bro, that ain't shit. Oh, yes, it's shit to me. Bruh, it's not about getting rich, or it is about being wealthy. It's not about getting rich, though. It's also not about driving the best car or having the biggest house. It really honestly is about, okay, I can make money doing this thing that doesn't take up all of my time. Emotional roller coaster, working for yourself, absolutely. It's an emotional roller coaster. And it's also something where it's like, yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster, but you also have to realize when to get off of each one. Because see, some of us, we've been trying a business for a while that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because it ain't you. It ain't for you. But see, you know, you have some people that believe, oh man, I'm gonna be this rapper. Bro, you suck. You suck. You cannot rap. You can't rap. You cannot rap. Like, I see where you're going with it, but it is not working, bro. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody. But you have some people that enjoy it. It's nothing wrong with enjoying it. Do it for a hobby, but please do not do it thinking that you're going to get that deal. One, because you probably don't want that deal. You got to be real with yourself always. Exactly. You got to be real with yourself, because sometimes being real with yourself is being harsh, but I'd rather be real with myself rather than go broke trying to lie to myself. You feel me? And sometimes being real can put you in a better position because, hey, you may suck at the rapping part, but you may be a really good producer. Bro, your lyrics suck, but that beat, fire. You get what I'm saying? So like when you're watching creators, y'all, stop watching the views and also watch the substance. Watch if they keep it 100 with you. Watch if they keep it 100 with you. Watch if that influencer tells you all that money they flexing is a loan. Pay attention if that influencer is telling you, y'all, I got this new Mercedes. I got this new G-Wagon, but it's on a lease, and in order to lease it, I had to get this loan. I got a friend all over social media right now. I got a Maserati. Bro, I saw him. He got a 2019 Mazda, but like he's 40,000 in debt now. I got a Maserati, bro. Maserati. What the? And like, I'll be catching I'll be like, damn, B, you hating, but it's not hating. It's actually being real, bro. Because you have to realize, like, well, who are you trying to impress? Are you trying to get people to actually believe that you're this, or are you actually that? When I walk into a room, I get respect. Now let me explain why. Not because I'm the biggest or the toughest, not because I make the best decisions, not because I'm the smartest in the room. You know, I get respect because I hold myself true to being who I am. Like, I don't do things just because others are doing it. I don't step out of a frame and try to act like I'm somebody I'm not. I be who the fuck I am. I was just at a game night, and we was playing this game at the game night, right? And it was like, yo, what? Like the question was basically like, what's your favorite TV show? I was like, shit. Ego is the Enemy. That's the last book I read, and that wasn't a TV show because I don't watch TV like that. And they're like, oh my God, Brandon. Da-da-da. No, shut up. Listen, we all different. Y'all watch TV. I read books. I ain't perfect. I read books. I play games sometimes. I do things that and I enjoy. It has nothing to do with it. You know, you guys, you may prefer to do that shit. I don't. But I stay true, so I always get that respect because it's like, you know, I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to be you. And I don't need to be you because I'm going to fail being me. I'm going to succeed being me. I'd rather not fail or succeed being someone else because I can't keep up that front. And that's the difference, bro. Listen, it's a lot. But, you know, I started this rant off because somebody tried to come for me, I feel. And this is a person that is a student of mine, right? Till this day. And this should show you guys, too. When I got students, I don't really got the students because I want your bread. $27 a month ain't shit to me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That don't put no food on my daughter's lunch bag or in her lunchbox when she go to school. That don't put no gas really in my car. $27 ain't much to me. And I'm not saying it like I don't appreciate it. What I'm trying to say is that it isn't worth the problems. It's not. Because if you are somebody that is a business person and you deal with customers, you realize that you have to have a scale. Some customers ain't worth the motherfucking money. And that's a fact. I'm telling you, some customers are not worth the money. You got some customers that are really, really cool and some customers that are really, really respectful. And then you got that customer that paid $27 and they act like they just paid $2,000. They like, oh my God, hey, I booked 3 more calls this week. Well, damn. But I still do what I got to do. And see, it's okay because I accept what it comes with, right? But I'll say it, and I'm gonna say it because I'm being 100. If I price my products for a low tier type of clientele, I'm going to have those experiences because clientele differs. But I'll tell you something about the low type of clientele that may pay for the 27. Well, that clientele got the most potential, most hunger, and most they're adaptive. They can adapt. They can figure things out if they want. And that's the type of people I resonate with. But let's make this very clear. Let's make this very crystal motherfucking clear. I have no problem calling out a motherfucking soul, because I would love for somebody to do it for me. If I'm going the wrong way, don't try to coddle me because I'm paying you and say, oh yeah, keep going that way, buddy. Keep going down the hall and pay that $50. You know how many friends I got that got school communities and not one motherfucker in their community that made money? And they got way more school community members than me. I'm like, yo, bro, how you do it? I keep lying. I'm like, yo, what? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, all you gotta do, keep putting out some courses, look that shit up on ChatGPT, put out an ebook, put out a, put out a guide, and you good, bro. I said, yo, what? Yeah, bro. And look, they got this new thing too, bro, where you can act like you doing a live and you ain't even live, bro. It's pre-recorded. Bro, I do that. Like, what the fuck? But understand, this is how these people act. And I'm not perfect. And I say this because I got times I'm like, yo, listen, this ain't for you because you're annoying. You're annoying. You don't want this shit as bad as you want to breathe. Me and you, not the same. Please, I'll refund your $27. You go do your thing. I'm a motherfucking hustler. You hear me? I'm a fucking hustler. You hear me? I'm not a hustler because I gotta be a hustler. I'm not a hustler because I was whipped and stripped of everything. And I'm not a hustler because I got no sad story. Because I do have a sad story. We all do. I'm not a hustler because I got kids. I'm not a hustler because I'm a man. No, I'm a hustler because I choose to be one. That's why. Yes, I done got kicked out when I was younger, slept under cars and did this and that. I done did a lot of things that suck. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? I'm a hustler because I understand everything I put into what I got. I work my ass off for it. I don't got a lot. I don't. I know how it feels to walk into a brand new store and you like, yeah, bro, I put $5K down in this big ass store on Broad Street. Broad Street is a very, very busy street in Philly. Just to let y'all know, right? Let's go. And then I know how it feels to have a ribbon cutting ceremony and all of those things. And then when everybody leave, you walk into your store and you scared as a motherfucker. You scared as a motherfucker. Shit. How the fuck I'm gonna pay this $3K rent? Fuck. Yo, I'm gonna keep this shit up. Damn. I know how I feel. I wanna get all the girls. I wanna get every. Let me go ahead and get this car. The car note $1,500 a month. Getting a car, you on Instagram. What's up, y'all? I just got this whatever. You know what I mean? Start flaunting it, and then when you get up the camera, you like, fuck. Let me call my accountant to make sure I can afford this shit. A lot of people do things to make them feel good without realizing how much it actually takes to maintain it. That is one of the most dangerous things I've personally done in my life. Some of the most dangerous things I've done in my life is try to keep up with other people. Some of the most dangerous things I've done in my life is try to be better without really having the knowledge, you know? And I'm gonna share something really personal with y'all. When I was 24 years old, I had to make a decision. I was in a relationship with someone and they was dragging my ass the fuck down. You know how you're around somebody and you know they don't got the same mentality or whatever, right, at that time. And it wasn't a romantic relationship. It's a relationship when it comes to like just friends, right? And I'm with these friends and we We cool. It's my guy. But then I start realizing, like, damn, I'm not getting better with this person. I'm not getting better with him. And I had to cut ties with him. But when I cut ties with him, I lost my friend. Like, you gotta realize, business and friendship, two different things. I've also had to leave my kids for my business. You heard me right. I had to leave my. Oh no, you didn't. I did. My job ain't here to be the best father if I can't even afford to be one. I had to leave my kids. And when I left them, you want to know something? I left them to build something. I built it and lost it. I built it and lost it. And then got laughed at. And then got told I was a failure. And I also knew I was one. So I say all of this because whoever's under my voice right now, or even later, when you go through holidays or even just the times where we reflect, you know what I mean? We reflect on where we at the end of the year, and you feel like a failure, that's okay. You probably are right. You probably are right. I'm going to end this year based on what I wanted to accomplish and who I wanted to be. You got to make sacrifices. You're right. Always. I'm going to be a failure. I'm going to end this year a failure. It's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm going to end this year a failure. I am. I'm going to end this year a failure. Not by choice, but by, well, no, that's stupid to say. I'm going to end this year by failure by choice. Because I made the choices that actually, and maybe in another video I can go more in depth on this choice that I made I made it 2 years ago. I made a choice. And I'm not ready to tell you guys about this choice because the choice didn't pan out yet. But I made a choice. And the choice that I made is a big ass choice. It has nothing to do necessarily with just business. It has something to do with personal as well. But I made that choice in this year. That choice kicked my motherfucking ass. You hear me? It kicked my ass. I made this choice that kicked my ass. Now, when I say kick my ass, I want to make this very clear. It backfired. It put me in a prison. Mentally. Chasing. Becoming less. And I got to sit with that. Sometimes you realize that owning a business, like you talking to somebody that really own a business and talking to somebody that actually really wake up every day and grind and try to be better. You talking to somebody that has real life shit going on and gets depressed, sad, happy, mad, real life shit going on, right? I wake up every day and try, but at the same time, I know sometimes I don't hit the hammer on the nail and sometimes I don't actually reach the goals I want. So I'm a fail. And that's the interesting thing about like being online, right? Creating these videos and shit. It's like we create the videos about, okay, I made this amount of money this week and I sold this phone and this phone is worth this amount of money. You talk about all the good shit, but we don't really be like, yo, listen, this week I fucking sucked. I did horrible. I didn't make the money I needed to. And this month I wasn't a good dad. This year I did not do this for my kids the way I wanted. I was a horrible father, or I was a horrible friend, or I was a horrible son this month. We don't make those videos. We make videos, oh my God, I made this amount of money on Depop. I made this amount of money on, don't share your success and then hide your failure, because then it makes it seem as if you're selling a dream to people. And then when people start trying to imitate or replicate or even duplicate the things you do and don't get the success, then they become confused. It's a difference. And, you know, I speak all of this, y'all, just to let you guys know, man. No matter what happens, no matter where you at, no matter what success you got and don't, keep moving forward. You heard it. Keep moving forward, man. Because sometimes it's not about where you're at right now. It's about knowing that you're going to keep getting up every time you get knocked down and keep trying and keep building. It's about understanding that sometimes shit gonna get hard and sometimes you're going to give yourself less. You know how hard it was for me to get up today, man, and actually get on this motherfucking camera? I haven't got on the camera in 3 days. I've been mentally motherfucking drained. I got in an argument with somebody and that shit drained the fuck out of me. I ain't even gonna lie. I was just drained. I still am drained. But I made a choice today to get my ass up and do something positive. I made a choice. A lot of us, we don't make the choice, though. We let whatever happen, happen. Fuck all of that. I ain't one of them, okay, if it happens, it happens. It's meant to be, it's meant to be. No, get the fuck up off your ass and make that shit happen. And that's just what it is. If you fail, just because you ain't get your ass up and actually succeed. That's it. That's it. Fuck all of the bullshit and excuses. We had to make shit work. You hear me? So, respectfully, I call out that person because I feel that person was wrong. That's it. I feel that person was wrong. The comments that he made were ignorant, but I also understand his perspective. I erased the wheel. Hold on, let me see. I done freaking deleted the randomizer thing. Oh, it's cool. It's back. But yeah, like I respect the opinions being voiced. I don't agree. I strongly disagree. But he has every right. All right, now let's talk about the winner. So, if you don't know, I think that we've been on here for 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's long enough, okay? We're going to spin this wheel, okay? Matter of fact, I'm forgetting always faded. Because I feel like you have always been in my lives, showing support, showing love, bro. And I appreciate you for that. You hear me? I appreciate you for that. So I'm gonna put you in this. Comment on some of my videos next month, and I'm gonna add you there too. But I want to show you some love, bro, because I really appreciate you showing me this support that you do on a consistent basis. I appreciate it. I really do. And I appreciate everyone that has commented, hit that bell, and shows up in different ways, right? So we're going to spin this wheel. The winner is going to get a 30-piece product box from me. I will be filming that video. Hopefully I want to start out and release that video in the first week of January. But I got to reach out to this person. This person has to give me their address. So the few giveaways I've done, because remember, I started this like 2 months ago. Every month I'm giving away free products. All you got to do is comment under each video I drop. This helps me when it comes to getting into the algorithm and stuff. So yeah, and you got to remember, I don't do sponsorships or affiliate things or none of that shit, because in my opinion, if I'm going to do it, it has to align with me. And I don't just promote other people's businesses, because I'm more of a I want to do my own thing type of person. All right, let's spin this thing. Let's see who wins. Oh! Oh! Yo, I'm gonna say it was almost always faded. That is absolutely insane. Damn! That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. All right, Jessica won. Always faded. You really almost won. Now I was about to say, oh my God, this is about to look scripted. Oh shit. Oh, Jessica. Okay, let me say this. Jessica, you won. So happy for you. All right, so 12 winner. I'm going to have my people try to figure out how to reach out. I'm not sure where you commented, but we got to reach out to you. All right. If you're seeing this, Jessica, all you have to do literally is just comment under the video your email. If you want, erase it after we respond, so I can get your information. We're going to send you these products. I'm very interested to see what you think. You can sell them or, keep them or whatever, right? Thank you, Jessica, for showing me support. Thank you, Always Faded, for showing me support. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like that was a little scary right there. I like, oh my God. I can't let it look like I'm trying to fake now. Wow, okay. All right. That's dope though. I like that, y'all. I like that. I like giveaways. I like doing giveaways because I feel like it gives people the opportunity to try different things without having to, if I'm going to say it, without having a risk, right? Like our winner. But I honestly do. Jessica, you'll be able to start something with this box. I promise you. I promise you. These usernames that they be having be crazy. Oh no, nope. It can't be Jessica. Never mind. Wait, yeah, it can. I was about to say, I must have spelled it wrong. No. It can be Jessica. All right, Jessica, you good. You're good. I was about to say, now I don't want to show it showed up on my screen because it looked like Jessica wasn't really there. You know what I mean? But Jessica was there. Okay, Jessica, you were there. All right. That stuff makes me feel good, man. It really does. Now, if you guys don't know, definitely go ahead. Now, I want to make this very clear on where I'm going, man. So, if you guys don't know, or you probably do because you're here. I have one goal next year. It has nothing to do with reselling. My goal next year is to put out more motivational content for men like me, even women, right? People that actually want to create businesses, people that want to just be business minded, laser focused on the progression, right? And I started a channel. I really barely have posted on there because when I don't get any views, I'll be getting upset because I be really talking some shit in that video, in my videos. But my channel is called Brandon. Oh, y'all can't even see. Brandon the Hustler. Now, this is where I'll be putting all motivational content, okay? I just need you guys to subscribe. If you are somebody that wants the motivational content, subscribe. If you're not, don't subscribe. I'm going to be making videos on a bunch of things, even things that I'm dealing with in the back end, like arguments that I have with business partners, I'm going to be talking about the things that have motivated me, that have hurt me, things that you guys can learn from so you don't have to go through these mistakes on this channel. I also will be doing regular live streams. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing all of these reactions and everything. I might, a lot of my friends tell me, yo, B, you got to start doing reactions because that's how you do this, and that. It's just, I just don't follow people, y'all. I'm very, very, very keen on going against the grain, to be honest. But we might do some reactions there. I'm not sure. But I'm very excited for this next year, or starting. I mean, now. I mean, I've already started, but still. And also, of course, I have my Twitch now. When it comes to Twitch, I'll be gaming. I've always gamed. It's literally Hustler taught me on Twitch, and this is just my channel where I game sometimes. I'll be gaming more and more. I'm not really one of them people that game online and like, oh my God, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I like to game in private. That's actually the way that I kind of decompress is I do gaming and stuff like that to decompress. I don't like sitting down watching TV. I either read books or play games sometimes. I like stimulating my mind and all that. So definitely go ahead, subscribe to these channels, man. Again, it's been an honor, y'all. I know that year ain't over and all that, but it's just been an honor for me to just be able to work with you guys, to be able to see the progression with the students that I've been able to work with. It has been a blessing to be able to do this full time. I will say that. It really has. Hold on now. To do this full time without even getting the views that regular, like, big YouTubers get. I do this full time. You know what I mean? Like, look at my, I release videos. I still have my own stores and stuff, and that's how I provide for myself. But I love this. I do. I love this. All right, now, speaking of like reactions and all that, I do want to react to something, I think. I was told, right? Where is it at? I was told that I don't even know what this is called, but it's a glitch going around. And somebody asked me to react to this. I don't even know which video to react to, but it's like, it's a glitch that's going around. What do I think about it? So let's actually see what this glitch is. It's supposed to be getting you bread. So let's see.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all.
If you've been on TikTok or Telegram lately, you might have seen people flexing stacks of cash, claiming they found a new money glitch. They call it the Klarna method, and they claim it's an easy way to get free iPhones, PlayStations, and designer clothes without spending a dime. But let's be very clear, this isn't a glitch or a hack, it's just old school identity theft rebranded for Gen Z. To understand the scam, you have to understand the tool. Klarna is a massive Swedish fintech company famous for its buy now, pay later service. It allows legitimate shoppers to split purchases into interest-free installments like their popular pay in 4 option, or even delay payment for 30 days. And Klarna even integrates directly with major retailers to make checking out seamless. But scammers have found a way to weaponize this convenience. On TikTok, videos indicate this specific wave is originating out of Detroit, and of course the people teaching this quote glitch are scammers who aren't using their own information. Instead, they purchase stolen data, known on the dark web as fools, which includes real people's names, social security numbers, and addresses. The scammers then use the stolen info to open a fresh Klarna account, and opening these accounts is often successful because Klarna frequently does quote soft checks for smaller amounts to make the checkout process fast, which allows scammers to bypass strict security. Once the account is open, the scammers max out the credit limit immediately in store or online. And we aren't talking about small purchases. In one viral video that has been reshared across social media, you can actually see a crew testing this out in real time. And the result is the scammer gets the goods, which they quickly flip for cash. Meanwhile, the bill goes to the unsuspecting victim. Because the scammer never intends to pay the pay later installments, the account goes into default. So for the victim, who might be a random person across the country, they often don't find out until debt collectors start calling. This causes a victim's credit score to tank, dropping by hundreds of points, which can make it impossible for them to rent an apartment or even buy a car in the future. And while these scammers are posting videos bragging about eating off Klarna, authorities warn this is federal wire fraud, which can result in up to 20 years in prison. And this isn't new. We saw the same playbook recently with the viral Chase Bank glitch and the Cash App glitch. In every single case, people claim to have found a loophole, but they were actually committing check fraud or falling victim to the scam and getting their own accounts drained. So if you see someone selling a Klarna Bible or a method for $50, run. There is no such thing.
Let's make this very clear. Now you're talking to somebody that knows scammers, okay? All right, so, all right. When it comes to phone flipping, let's make this very clear. When it comes to phone flipping, the majority of people phone flipping new devices are scammers. The majority. And they're usually getting these phones from someone else's social. And I make this very clear in all of my videos that I kind of know this. I know that they have the CPNs. They use Apple gift cards or credit cards, one of those. They use other people they find on Tinder and all these dating sites. There's a bunch of scams going on, right? Now, this Klarna glitch is stupid. Now, what it is it's basically using somebody else's social or a CP, which would be considered a CPN, which is a social security number of like a... This is how I believe it is. I believe it's this. Now, they say it's something else, but I believe it's a social that is made from somebody that is deceased, I believe. Or some other way, but it's a social that they could actually tie to you. But what I'll tell you is this. This type of thing, especially if you're trying to phone flip, it could be good for you. If this is something you want to do it, right? But the problem is literally the illusion of making all of this money. Like all these people that got this bread, right? The problem with these type of people is they tell others about these things. Why? Well, because they want to try and capitalize off of it. Hypothetically, let's say I did it, right? Now I do this scam and I want to immediately get somebody else to do it so that I can make more bread. And this is where phone flipping gets really messy, where any type of, when you get in an apartment and you use CPNs, gets messy, where you're using any type of scam, right? What happens is every scammer I've known personally either gets arrested or goes broke. Why? Well, the majority of the time it's because they don't know how to shut the heck up. They want to always try and promote and get somebody else to do it instead of them just going ahead and doing it themselves. And I know this might not be what you want to hear, and you might be like, oh, Brandon, why are you not just shunning them? No, because see, this is the problem. There's a bunch of these apps that want you to scam. They want you to. They want to make it easy, and they also, on a dark web, share people's information. And you can buy profiles from the dark web and then utilize them on apps like this. How do I know this? Well, let's make this very clear. I'm somebody that sells and buys phones at a really high rate. And I have a bunch of connections with buyers. They all know this. And Apple is one of the biggest people that work with these scammers. So I don't think that this is just crazy, but I do and I will say this is stupid. They can easily tie this to your IP address with your phone. If you're using somebody else's phone, they can tie it in with theirs. And what I will tell you is this, bro. If you think that you're going to pay somebody to do this for you. So let's say you have those people that may be like, yo, 18 plus, hit me up if you want to do this. Cool. One, they probably got your social media. And now if they get caught up, they're snitching on you. That's a fact. That's a fact. So for you to actually sit here and entertain this type of foolishness, just you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get the bread, and the way that it works is they actually want you to. They allow you to keep getting money, keep racking and keep stacking, and then what happens is you build the amount up for so much, then you get caught slipping like a transmission, and you're out of here. I'm telling you, this is a fact. I don't really need to watch more. I will tell you this. Yes, it probably does work. And if you use your grandmom's social, your mom's social, whatever, all of those things probably will work. Will it actually help you? No, because getting it this way will always end up one way. I promise you. You'll feel like you're making bread, but you never appreciate it. Look at this idiot. This bread not going towards something other than more people scamming. Because when you're scamming, you get power, you get hungry, you don't understand this is not something that's going to last you. You got people like Bandman Kevo that go out and tell people that he used to scam, and he don't glorify it, but he's talked about CPNs. Now everybody's a CPN king, and I can get you a CP. I can do. Bro, we knew about CP. I knew about CPs back when Bitcoin was just getting started, because you could only get CPs really with Bitcoin back in the day. And those were things when I was flipping phones. I would have people like, yeah, dude, hey, do you take Bitcoin? Like, what? You know what I mean? So there's a bunch of different outcomes that could happen, but there are definitely all going to lead to you being arrested, going to jail. Now, will you get away with it? Some of you, maybe, but again, it's not worth it, bro. Just make the money in the right, just make the money the right way. I'll tell you guys this, man. I knew a guy in college, and he played college ball, and this was before they were getting paid, and he scammed. He lived in Florida, and Florida is one of the top places scammers are, and he scammed. And I was a basketball player too in high school, so I knew him. We were cool, and he always wanted me to get in on it. But for some reason, you know, I was always good business-wise, so I was like, no, I'm cool. Same thing with the PP loan. He was trying to get me to do that. I was like, I'm cool. And it wasn't because I'm too good. It was more so I just thought, like, I'm one of them people, I be thinking things are too good to be true, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm cool, bro. I'm good. I'll let you do it. You know what I mean? They be like, yeah, it worked. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm good. You know what I mean? But I will say I wouldn't ever do this. I actually have this app, actually. I looked it up. I have this app. I use it for when I go to buy, like, when I go to, like, sporting events. Instead of paying for the tickets all one, listen, if I take everybody to the game, I'll break that payment up. You feel me? So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, y'all. So, yeah, I think I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We've been on here for 1 hour and 36 minutes. I appreciate everybody that's watched. And yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions, questions, or concerns, definitely let me know. And if you didn't like the reaction to, you know, the comments, you know, when it came to my student, again, guys, I tried to just be real, bro. Like, I don't really hold nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not holding nothing back. And before I got on, I didn't want this person to feel disrespected, because in my video where I reacted to his suggestion video he wanted me to watch, I said this video was a horrible suggestion, and I feel like, you know, it made him feel some type of way. And that wasn't my intention. You know, that wasn't my intention. But now, I don't really care, because I'm a content creator, bro. Like, that's what I do. It ain't nothing. Business is not personal. I still love you like a fat kid love cake, man. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one. More videos coming soon. And yes, Jessica, hit me up. Let's go ahead and get you this box. I'll be filming it. If Jessica does not reach out to me by Monday, okay, I will be picking another winner on our Monday live, where we'll talk about the phone flipping buyers prices, okay? All right, guys, I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.